there, welcome to Colors. I'm Erica. On today's Weekend Whip, I'm going to be working a little bit more in Romantic Country, the second tale, on the page that we started and we've been working on. And so far, this is where we're at. I am liking the way that this page is going so far. And I think we're going to work on this side again some more today. Last time, I think I did a little bit here. And then what else did I do? I must have done like the basing for this side. So my plan is, I think today is I'm going to work on these elements here. So the nutcracker, maybe the tree, and the reindeer. Yeah. I like the way it's looking so far, though. I think it's going to be really cool. Okay, let me grab a sip of my drink really quick, and we will get started. Okay, so I think I'm gonna work on the reindeer just a little bit here and see if we can get some shading done on this. This shouldn't take too long to do. I've already done a little bit of the shading with the first layer, base layer of pencils on here, so I shouldn't have to do too much. And since there's already that, I need to put my backer page in. Since there is already the texture for the fur in there, I might add a little bit more with the pencils, but I think I'm just going to maybe I'll just draw over top of it. I don't want to make it too dark. We'll see. So hi, everybody. I hope that you are doing well. I am recording this a little bit early. It is Thursday today, but I have lots to do this weekend, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to sit down and have time to sit with you guys in color, so I figured I would go ahead and do it today. Tomorrow I get to go out to breakfast with some friends, and we're gonna have like our little Christmas. It's not. I mean, we don't really like give gifts or anything, but you know, we sit and visit and wear Christmas shirts and all that stuff. Just spending time with each other, taking a little bit of a breather during all of the crazy holiday stuff that's happening. So yeah, I have that in the morning, and then I have, I have lots. Then I have that in the morning. Then that night I have my family coming over to play D&D, and then I've got a big family Christmas on Saturday. So my husband's family, their big family Christmas is this Saturday. And it'll be the first one without my husband's great grandma, which is going to be pretty sad, I think, for everybody. But yeah, there's still going to be quite a few people there, so we'll be able to visit with family and just have good. There's always good food, good desserts, and you know, we have fun with the family. So yeah, so that is Saturday. And then also there's two other things on Saturday, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to all of them, but then my dad's family is also having something Saturday afternoon, and then in the evening we've been invited to a friend's Christmas party, and I really want to go to that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to have to let them know that we might not be able to come, just because I am running a little behind in my plans for getting everything ready for my son to come home, and that happens on Sunday. So I just want to make sure that everything's good to go for him when he gets here. So, but yeah, it just feels like everything's just kind of happening all at once. But it always feels like that at Christmas, which is why I kind of am, you know, as much as I like to have content out there for you guys to view, I knew that if I had tried to do like a even just the weekly color alongs, that would have been constantly on my brain, and I would have not been able to do other things, and I don't know. So yeah. So I figured that was probably the right choice. I'm glad I made that choice, I think, to hold off on doing any of that kind of stuff this time. I have not been coloring at all this week. I've just been just busy with stuff. So yeah, no coloring at all. I've not been on Instagram. I've not been on YouTube. Just feels weird because I feel like I'm behind on everything. Like I don't know what's going on. I feel removed from the community a little bit. But I'm hoping that everybody's doing well. I do have a couple of buddy colors that I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get some work done on. Because once my son gets here, I mean, we have a couple of days where we've got activities planned day and night, but there's a couple of down days where we can just kind of hang out. And I'm sure that I'll be able to get a little bit of coloring in those days. Okay, I like the way that this is looking. So yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to get those buddy colors done. Not sure how many of the, like my not project books, but like my books to finish books that I have been working on. Not sure how much of that I'll be able to get done either. So I'm going to guess that January is going to be a bigger coloring month for me than this month is. But that's okay. Because like I said, it's, you know, this month is really just about being with family and all of that. So I don't mind. We had my daughter's Christmas band concert last night. So she is in 8th grade, so it was middle school band, which is always a treat. They did pretty well. I'm looking forward to when she's in high school band, and then maybe, you know, depending on how much she likes it, a college band later on. But yeah, she did pretty good, and I think she had a good time. Everybody gets to dress up in Christmas outfits. And of course I had to wait till the last minute to get anything for her. So we like ran to the store right after school and picked out something for her. Hopefully, or thankfully, we were able to find something that worked. But I was freaking out. I was like, I'm not going to be able to find anything because everything she had from last year, she's outgrown. So that wasn't going to work. All right, I need a black for the nose. I think that's what I want. It should just be right around there, right? Is that too big for a reindeer? That seems right to me. I don't know. There wasn't an actual nose drawn in, so I feel like I don't know. What was I saying? Band concert? Yeah, band concert last night. That was really nice. Oh yeah, but we got her something and to wear, and it was really cute. And then it was interesting to see all of the kids, like, because, you know, I mean, I know 8th grade is when they're like starting to figure out their fashion sense or whatever. And I remember being in 8th grade myself and just being like, I was pretty clueless as to what was in style and what wasn't. And I was just kind of doing what I liked. And then, you know, as you get older, you kind of see what other kids are wearing or whatever and pay attention to that. But almost all the girls were dressed like identical. And it was just, it was a little disturbing. It was almost like, you know, like a Stepford Wives kind of thing where they just all came out and they were in these cute little dresses and perfect shoes. And I was like, what is happening here? Meanwhile, my kid is showing up in I mean, it's a cute sweater. She had like a nice patterned Christmas sweater on, and then like these giant big baggy cargo pants that she really likes. And, you know, and she doesn't have, and they all had like straight, perfect hair or like just slightly curled hair. And, you know, she's got this giant mound of curls. It's just funny to see the differences between her and her classmates. And I love the fact that she is just so her. Like, she's not worried about fitting in with the crowd, and I love that for her. I think that's amazing. But it was a really stark visual reminder of that last night. Yeah, so there was that, but we had a good time. My sister-in-law, there's a silent auction each summer at the school in church festival. It's a huge festival, but there's always a silent auction, and each year they auction off front row seats to the band concerts and choir concerts and like plays and things like that. And my sister-in-law won the front row seats for the band concerts this year, so I was able to sit right in the front and see my kiddo play. She plays the drums, so she's at the back of the band, but I could still see her because she's standing up most of the time, so that was really nice. The other thing, though, is I did have to remind myself that I am in the front row, so I need to maybe monitor my facial expressions, like when kids hit notes that were just a little off or something like that. I was trying to be really aware of that. Like, I didn't want to upset anybody. I didn't want anybody to see my face and be like, oh, she hates us. She hates this. Yeah, but it was nice. And then, yeah, I like I said, this is another week of stuff where it was just like, I just felt like I was busy all the time, but I didn't really do anything fun, you know, just chores and errands and then all of the like buying Christmas presents and wrapping Christmas presents and thinking about everything that's going to be happening. And so, but yeah, I'm excited for next week. That's something else I needed to talk to you guys about. I probably will not be back on here until after Christmas, I'm going to assume. My son and his girlfriend will be in the basement, so that's where I record my videos and things. So I probably will not be recording a video while they're here, just so they can have, you know, the space to themselves. But right after Christmas, I'll be back on, and be able to hang out with you guys then and give you updates about how the week went and all that stuff. And of course, you know, things about the channel, because this is the coloring channel. It's not just Erica's life updates. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that I let you guys know that would probably be happening, that I would not be on next week. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something. Something needs to happen with that. I need a little bit more of a yellowy brown. I can't remember what color I used for, I want to say that I used the brown ochre. We're going to try that and see what happens. Maybe I can I just need a little bit more color variance in the antlers. That looks all right. I don't want it to be completely yellow, but I need it to be a little bit warmer than it was there. That makes sense, right? Like I'm not crazy. Okay, I'm actually going to add this color throughout some of the areas on the reindeer too. So let's see, channel news. Since there probably won't be any updates throughout the rest of the month. Well, I mean, really, that was the biggest channel news, is that I'm going to be kind of on a sabbatical for the rest of the month, I guess. I will be back right after Christmas, and then we'll start talking about like plans for the new year, which I do have some plans in mind. I'm kind of excited about some of those things that I want to try to incorporate into the channel next year. Nothing, you know, I'm not breaking any molds or anything here, but I want to try some new things just for me. So that's exciting. It's always fun to start the new year, you know, with these goals in mind and trying to, you know, accomplish whatever it is that you've set out to do. So yeah, I'll have a video. We'll have a year recap video will be out shortly after Christmas. Probably, I don't know if it'll be, maybe I'll do it like release it on New Year's Day or close to the New Year's Day. I'm not sure. But there'll be a year recap. And then a video, you know, with like plans for the year for my channel. Of course, you know, all the completed pages from this month, which hopefully there'll be some. I feel like I'm probably going to finish all of my stuff like right after Christmas. That's probably when all of it will end up getting done, but not for lack of trying, guys. The other thing that I have been dealing with is a little bit of car issues. I mean, it's not super like crazy, but one of my tires, my car has sensors on it, you know, most cars do now, but this is a new car for me, and we didn't ever have this on our cars before. But there's sensors on the tires that tell you when it's low. And, you know, it's supposed to have a certain percentage, and mine was getting low. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just, you know, we'll add some air to it and it'll be fine. Well, then we added some air and we let it sit overnight, and then it was low again. And I was like, okay. And then, so we kept an eye on it, and I forgot the other day, and then I went to go get my youngest from school, and I went out to start the car, and I started going. I got partway there, and I looked down, and it said that I had a PSI of 9 on my tire, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I turned around and came back and got my husband's car so that I didn't like drive around on a flat tire. And so now I've got to figure out when I can get that in to get checked out. The last time I had my car in, they did say that I was going to need new tires anyway, but they said probably before the end of the year you're going to need some new tires. I was like, oh, okay. And yeah, they were spot on. So all right, I'm going to add just a little bit more shading with my black here. Just in the darkest areas. All right, maybe a little here. Okay, I like the reindeer. What color should the bow be? I'm thinking pink. Everything else seems to be pink in this. Yeah, we're gonna do pink and white. Let's just do that. Okay, I'm gonna do the marker first. Let's see, what else is going on? Not a whole lot. I feel like I've kind of talked to you about everything. I am really, really excited for next week though. Like, I feel like it's just gonna be so fun. I do have to get on top of things and get, you know, like make sure that we've got groceries and everything that we need, and you know, if there's any necessities that they need to have here, make sure to have those. So yeah, so I'm excited about them being here. All right, that looks cute. Let's see, what is this? Is this the color I did with the shading, I think? When I was going to wrap Christmas presents the other day, I realized that I'm actually going to have to buy wrapping paper for the first time in several years. I haven't had to do that in a long time. I'm kind of excited about it. I really like wrapping paper. I wonder if it's because, you know, I like, I don't know, cards and scrapbooking and stuff, but I really like to make my presents pretty when I wrap presents for people. I use a lot of ribbon. I make, you know, I don't always make tags, but I try to have a pretty tag or a matching, you know, sticker tag if I'm just doing those. But I'm excited. Okay, let's grab the blue that we were using last time for some shading, just to darken up a little bit on the bow itself. Okay, and then we'll do a little bit of the leaves on the reindeer. I have both of these greens. I can't remember which greens I was using. That's probably not great. We're gonna try this one, and hopefully that will be fine. I think this page is gonna be so cute. I don't feel like I've gotten a whole lot done today, but I got the whole reindeer done. That's pretty good. Oh, I did have another coloring book that I wanted to show you guys too that I got recently. It's really, really cute. It's a Christmas one. I'm not going to be able to color in it this Christmas probably, but I would really like to. But it's really adorable. It's one of those Color Me books. I don't know if you've seen those. The one that I've seen the most is the Color Me capybaras, and they just have like cute little capybaras in different settings and stuff. But this one is a Color Me Christmas, but it's the kids version, and it's adorable. It's so cute with these little characters. Let me show you. I'm going to finish this up real quick, and then I'll show you what they look like, because it's adorable. All right, I'm going to add in a little bit of white on some of these. Let's just see if I can bring back a little bit of a highlight. Probably end up using a white gel pen anyway. Yeah. Okay, so let me show you that coloring book. So, oh, I gotta zoom you out. Okay, so here is the book. So this is Color Me Christmas for kids, but it's super cute. And I just like it. I like the art style. I like the pages. They're single-sided. Look how cute that is. Yeah, and I think they'll be perfect for, like, this is my favorite page in the book. I just think it's adorable. But I saw this on Color with Anna. I think that's her Instagram. She has a wonderful Instagram page. She does a lot of reels where she shows new books. She shows a lot of reels of her coloring, and yeah. But how cute is this? Like, it's just adorable. The little characters, the little people. I love it. So yeah, it totally says it's for kids. And look, I love that one too. That's another one of my favorites. Totally says it's for kids, but I think I like this one better than like the adult version, the Color Me Adult one, or Color Me Christmas, not for kids. Yeah, it's super cute. Love it. Definitely want to work in that. Okay, let's add some white gel pen to this and see how we do. So I think I'm going to add some to the antlers as well. And I don't know, the white gel pen worked pretty well on the ornaments. I don't usually use gel pen. I usually use Posca. So when this gel pen worked well for me, I was like, what's happening? But the Posca wasn't working. So I went with this. Let's do a little bit on his nose. Yeah, and then we'll do a little bit on the leaves. Okay, I like that. I might do a few, if I can get this to work. Come on, work. A few. Yeah, I don't like the way that's looking. I need my Posca. I think maybe this is what I'll ask for Christmas. I need some more white Poscas. So they're all running out. Okay, I am gonna add just a little bit at the ends. Might have to redo that when I come in and do the tree in the background, but yeah, and I'll just add to the little highlight that I've left here. All right, there's my deer. That looks cute. Oh, I'm gonna darken up his eye too. Well, that only took a whole half hour to do, but that's all right. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna go into detail on the shrub. I'm thinking I'll probably just do some basic shading for that instead of going too detailed, because it's not really supposed to be a focal point. Like, I feel like the nutcrackers and the wreath and like the deer are kind of supposed to be like the main focus. So I'm not gonna do crazy stuff with this. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of shading where the lines are already kind of drawn in for some shading. That looks wrong, doesn't it? That looks wrong. Let's erase that and try again. It does appear to be drawn that way, like the shading would be on that side, but I feel like it should be under. Like, I feel like that should be like overlapping there. Does that make sense? Hope so. I will be blending things out. That eraser is really strong. It did take some of the background color off. Yeah, so I feel like this is all overlapped. It just looks opposite to me, but it is, I can see it now because it looks like the ornaments are hanging out underneath. Let's see, what color ornaments do we want for this? I mean, we're probably gonna have to go with pink, right? But maybe pink and turquoise, or maybe we should do this tree turquoise and then the other tree pink, since we've got this other tree next to the green. Yeah, we'll try that. Let's see how that works. I don't think I'm going to do solid ornaments though. I think I'm going to do a stripe. across the ornaments. And then the other ornaments on the other side, maybe we'll do like a diagonal stripe. Oh, that's his hand, not an ornament. Oops, I almost made a mistake. Well, and then I can come in and add some sparkly bits if I want to this as well. I feel like I want to do get the background of the tree done before I start to just add stuff wherever, but I know I could probably just come in here and do whatever I wanted for the tree, but I'm trying to follow the artist's lines a little bit, and I don't know if that's quite working. I could also color this all in and then do some shading, you know, with the Albrecht Durers, but then use the water and activate it a little bit, and that'll make it a little more smooth, a little more transition, nicer transitions from light to dark. Okay, and then the tree or the star is going to be, we're going to make that silver. Because I said I was going to do silver, right? Did I say bronze or silver? We're going to do silver just because it's easier. It's easier for me. Yeah, okay. All right, well, I think that I'm not going to be able to get to the nutcracker today, unfortunately. Because I do have to move on and do some more stuff before I go pick up my kiddo. But I was thankful that I was able to take a few minutes to sit down and hang out with you guys. Yeah, I think this shading was probably the right call. Let me know what you guys think so far. What's your thoughts on this page? You got any ideas or suggestions? I'm open to all of them. I might not be able to respond right away, but I will be reading comments for sure. I'm always really good about reading the comments, and then, you know, I want to sit and think about my responses, and then sometimes I just kind of forget to respond. But I do read all of your comments. I really, really appreciate them. I don't know why it's so difficult. It's always been that way for me since I first started the channel. Some days it's easier, but usually it's stupidly hard for me to respond. There it is. To comments. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but there you go. Yeah, I feel like there's just too big of a difference between the lighter and the darker areas. I want to make it all a little bit more. Don't want this to be quite as light as it is. Although I could just add like white along certain parts to make it look like there's snow on it. That's a possibility. Definitely probably have to get out that Dr. Martin's pH white though, instead of trying to do it with my Posca, since these are watercolor pencils. Okay, so I just want you to see the difference between the two trees. Like, this is what we started with. That's what that looked like when we started, and now it looks like that. That's pretty cool. I can deal with that. I kind of like that. Okay, so yeah, so here's what I'm thinking just for now. I'm gonna take my silver. We're gonna go ahead and color in the silver part, our silver star. And then on the ornaments, I'm gonna color the little ornament topper. So I'm gonna get a little bit of silver. I'm going to use my pink. Which one's the lighter one? This one. Use my pink to add just a little bit of shading here. I want to make sure that the ornaments still look white, but all of my pink so far is kind of, no, all of my white so far has been shaded a little bit with pink. And so when you start to do that with one thing, it kind of helps when you do it with all of it. I think probably the snow even will have some pink in it when I go to do the snow at the bottom there. Okay, let me get these last couple. All right, and then I'm also going to take my tiara jelly roll. We're going to do one stripe through the center of that marker color that I put on there. It's not a big touch, but it just adds another little fun element. All right. Okay, well, I got a tree and a reindeer done today, but I like how sparkly that is. That looks nice. All right, let me zoom you out just a little bit so you can see the whole page. Yeah, there you go. You can see the whole thing there. So yeah, I think that's gonna look cool. Let me move this out of the way. That's gonna look neat. I think it's coming along. I'm hoping that I can work some more on it here soon, but these next several days for sure are gonna be super busy, so we shall see. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you so much being here. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate. Enjoy your holiday. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.